Hello there, this is Cheryl Lentz, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, doing my follow-up Friday, follow-up, whichever, whatever. Anyhow, it's Friday. Ooh, thank goodness, it's Friday. So today I'm going to show another sneak peek of the one of the stamp sets that we were able to purchase from our pre-order from going to the On Stage Live, and it's called Desert Details. Hello, Cindy. Desert Details, and it does come with dies also, although that wasn't in the pre-order, but it is in the mail coming to me now. So the card that I'm going to show today is kind of a little fun fold, and it's another one that my hostess clubs will be making this month. So so for right now, they're going to have to fussy cut the flowers out, but the next time we use it, we'll have dies. So with all that said and done, so thank you for joining me, whether now or later. Let me know where you're watching from, if you're on YouTube or the Facebook Live. And let's get started, because I have Hostess Club coming at 3. So I'm going to turn this around. Ta-da. Here's my, hopefully I won't, my camera was kind of like wobbly today. I don't know what that was about. I don't know what's going on with it. Let's make it a little bigger. How's that? There we go. I think it's kind of straight. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Okay. So here is my card. Well, here's the stamp set. And it will come with dies, which are just not here yet. But this is one of them that we could purchase, and it's I love the flowers. So they're fairly easy to cut out. It's not like, you know, you're gonna, it's not that bad, but they have that detailed look. So here's the card. Ta-da. So it has a belly band, and then you open like this, and there we go. So I did all of the stamping in Pale Papaya, and then I used some of these are new jewels. They're iridescent pastel gems, and they're actually for another set, but I thought they looked so wonderful with this paper. So this is that desert paper. So it has, I have layers here. So Pale Papaya is the card base. Oops, come on through, Malaya. Is the card base, and then my layering in here is Petal Pink. So Petal Pink and Papaya, kind of a really soft looking card. So, and it says, you are what sunshine feels like. So I thought it was kind of a happy card. And then inside it says, sending warm rays your way. So that's our card for today. So here we go. Let me grab my, I'm just gonna give you the, so my card base here is right here. My card base is all the goodies. So there's a lot of loose pieces, right? Because I have a lot of layering. This is for my flowers and my verse that's going to be cut out with a die. And then these are all the parts to get layered in. So there we go. Here's my belly band, and here's the card base. So this card base is 5.5 by 11. So you'll only get one out of a you'll only get one out of the one piece of cardstock. Boy, I have to find my words today. And then it is scored at 1 1/4, 3 3/8, 7 5/8, and 9 3/4. So that way you get this fold like this. Ta-da. Okay. So here's the inside piece. I think what I'll do is start out putting all my little pieces together. So I have this beautiful desert paper. So soft. The colors are so soft. I think I'm going to put the dark at the bottom. Here we go. Even though it goes on either side. And then this pretty yellow dots. That's all from the same paper. All right, let's find some glue that works. You could do this card without layering. You know, I just prefer to add that little bit of layer. I think it defines it a little bit more. I don't know. It's just what I like. But I know a lot of people doing this type of fold will just have the DSP in there on that, because this bigger piece is gonna go on this inner flap, and then it's like part of it will show. The littler piece, narrower piece, of course, will go here. But I like the layering. I'm a layerer, so I like the layering. So these pieces are, I'll tell you the size of these. So this is the petal pink, and it's 5 1/4 by 1 7/8, and you need 2 of them, for one on either side. So that's what these are. And the DSP then, that's going on top, the top layer for the DSP is 5 by 1 5/8, and you'll need 2 of those. So there's those 2. And then you need 2 like this. 5 1/4 by 1 is the cardstock, and the DSP is 3/4 by 5, and you'll need 2 of those. So there we go. Just get this glued on here. Ta-da, ta-da. It goes pretty fast once you get all but when you pull it out, it's like, ooh, there's a lot of moving pieces. But there we go. But they go together pretty quickly. I love the soft, muted colors of this particular set of designer paper. I mean, they have these real soft colors, and then they have some bold with Cajun Craze. I'll show you after. I can show you again. So here's my accent pieces. Okay, and so I can go ahead and just glue those on. So this one is gonna go on the side here. Ta-da. I'm gonna put it right here. So these colors are just, I don't know, they're so soft together. It's kind of a really subtle, mellow picture, I think. And then this one will go on the other side. Ta-da. There. I'm just going to turn it over. And I'm just putting it, kind of eyeballing it so it's even. So it has an even border all the way around. There we go. And then our front pieces will go on these little tiny flaps here. All right, so I'm going to straighten that out and just put it on here like this. Ta-da. There. And one more. One more. There we go. Okay. Ta-da. Just like that. So there we go. Look, halfway done. All right, so here's my the inner piece, the inside piece. This is 5 1/4 by 4, and then my white sheet is 5 by 3 3/4. But now what I want to do is knock on wood and hope I get this right. I'm going to take this long piece, and I just want to stamp it right on the edge there. So let's hope I get it right. There we go, because it has to go right on the edge. I'm going to leave my layer underneath there just so I can see the edge of the paper, so I'm not looking at white on white. And then I can turn it over because some of it might get marked here. So I'm just lining up the edge of my stamp. I'm going to check out your stamp. So this one has a little bit more of a ledge here. It's closer on this side. There's not as much of a border on this side. So that's the side I'm going to go along here because I want it as far over on my white paper as I can. So I'm just lining up the edge of the stamp with the edge of the paper, saying a little prayer, giving it a push in the middle because this is such a long one. Ta-da. Okay, pretty good. That worked pretty good. All right, I'm happy with that. There we go. So it's one of those things about checking out your stamps to see, you know, that little bit of a difference, it can make a big difference when you're stamping. So just keep that in mind. And then we're going to go ahead and sending warm rays your way. And this is going to go right into, that's why I wanted that way over to the side, because it goes right into there. It is just enough room to stamp that in there and have this cool little border. All right, let's glue this in. So I think it goes together faster than you would think. And it's just kind of fun to get a different little fold. There we go. Okay. So, and I could have, and I didn't, but I could have used, like, done some of the stamping with the petal pink, but I don't know. I went with the pale papaya. I went with the soft look and just one color. So I have the petal pink just as the accent color, kind of like pink and orange. I like pink and orange together. This is like a pale version of pink and orange. So, ta-da. Okay, so our flowers here, and these are the detailed flowers, so you're going to get the light and dark, and so I'm just going to stamp that on here, give it a good press, hold it down, ta-da. And then my little baby flower I can put up here, ta-da. And my verse I'm going to put over here, and then I will cut it out with the stitched rectangle die. So I'll just put that over on the side there. Okay, well, I can close this up. I'm all done stamping. That's it. There we go. So I'm going to quick cut these out. It does not take very long. Cut it away from there. I like to make it smaller. There we go. So when you cut out, you can go like right along the edge, or you can cut a little bit away where you see a little bit of the white, because that's how most of the dies cut. Most of our dies, you have a little bit of a white edge along the image. So whichever you want to do. I suppose it depends on what size space. I originally thought I would put this little flower on the front, but there really wasn't room on the belly band, and so I ended up putting it inside. So cutting it out and putting it inside, so it went over that interesting border that I put in there. So it's just kind of tucked in the corner and just a little something extra inside. So here we go. I'm just kind of snipping along. So I still have openings, y'all, for bingo on December 9th, if you are interested. We have limited seating, but there are still some seats left. So we play 3 games of bingo, and then we have 3 like large prizes, and then we have lots of little prizes, and everybody goes away with a little something something. And we'll have snacks and, you know, soda, water, coffee, whatever you like. And then we're doing Christmas projects. So you'll do 3 Christmas projects. I'm not going to say what they are yet because it's kind of a surprise. When you get here, then you'll find out what we're going to be making. But it's something everybody can use for Christmas. So that's all the hint I have. So we thought we would do that. Kind of make just a little fun time before all the really big hustle bustle starts for the holiday. We're going to have an exciting time this time because my grandson who is married, my oldest grandson who is married and lives in Arkansas, is going to be here for Christmas Eve. So we're so excited. We do a bingo, a family bingo night on Christmas Eve. And it's like the highlight of the get together. The kids just love it. when my dad was still living, and we brought him over from the nursing home, and he was like the most serious bingo player. It was so funny. He'd be like, they already won. They can't win again. I said, Dad, we have a lot of prizes. Everybody can win more than once. It's okay. It's not like at the home. So, but he had so much fun. It was something the kids could do, and like every age can do it. And then Grandma always has the option of saying, okay, anybody under the age of 10, come up and get a prize. We throw in some little extra things like that. Okay, I'm going to bring over my Mighty Mini. And here we go. We have plate number 1, plate number 2, the acrylic plate. Here's my words. Here's my little tiny stitched rectangle that we're going to cut this out with. I love those. I love the stitched rectangles. I use them all the time. There we go. I think hopefully that's fairly straight. Squish it down and turn. There we go. Okay. Pop that out. Okay, I have 3 moving pieces. That's it. Not so bad. Okay. Well, actually 4 if you count the belly band. So here's the deal on the belly band. You could go and score it. I did not. What I like to do is just put it behind here, like this. I want where they come together, I want it in the front, not in the back, so you don't see a seam, because my flower is going to go over it. So I'm just going to lay this out straight on the grid paper. Have my card straight on the grid paper. I'm going to move it over just a little here. And then I'm just going to fold this over. The key for this whole thing is to get it folded over, but not too tight. You want to be able to take it off. So give it a little extra squeeze at the end. Before you glue it, make sure that you can move it easily, because sometimes they're so tight you can't get it off. So there we go. And then what I like to do is use tear tape here on the inside. So this is going to go from there. And that way that will not come off. Your belly band is going to be secured. So I just run a couple pieces here with my tear tape. There we go. Just like that. You just burnish it a little bit if you have trouble getting it off. You just kind of burnish it with your nail a little bit and then peel those off. There we go. And then I'm just going to put it in here because I'm going to go ahead and decorate it in. So here's this. Here's this. Line it up. Ta-da! There we go. And you can still slide it. You don't want it so snug that you can't slide it. That's a bummer. Okay, so my flower is going to go over here, and that's going to cover that up. So I'm just going to put a couple of dimensionals on that. Maybe. Here we go. Well, I'm using edges here. I like to use up the edges, so not a problem. So my flower's I just want to make sure I'm putting it in the right direction. So this is how I want it. You could kind of have it tilted like that. Tilt it a little bit. Oopsie. Wants to go on my nail. There we go. Okay. So make sure you do not put your dimensionals anywhere other than on the belly band, so you don't close it shut, glue it closed here. So there we go. Still have the wiggle room. And then my verse I did pop up also. So let's put a couple pieces of dimensional on here. And then I'm going to glue the other little flower inside because I just thought it looked nice in there. So here's this. Here's this. And just kind of centered it on here like that. All right, and then my other piece, my other little flower, I am just going to glue inside like that. And I'm going to put it in the corner here. So it kind of goes outside of the edge of the border like that. There we go. And I could only purchase, I only have one pack of these gems that are so beautiful, the new gems that are so pretty. So I'm going to save those for my Hostess Club to use. And I'm going to pull out my other favorite are the, let's see here. We could do iridescent pearls, actually. That would look pretty on here, too. Here we go. They're nice and soft and pretty. So we'll use some iridescent pearls on here. So I put them like on my verse layer and then up here. And then we'll do one, I'm doing 3. We'll do one further in here like that. Let's see here. There we go. Just so you have something. I didn't want to put it on the base of the card because when you're taking it on and off, you kind of, would be scraping it. So that's why I just wanted it on the belly band. So there we go. That's our card for today. Little fun fold, very fast. Ta-da! Soft, new colors. New DSP, I should say. So look at how soft these colors are. Here's the rest of it. And I had shown it earlier. I put in a huge order yesterday. So when that comes in, I will do a reveal where I open up my box. But here's the other ones. So some of it was so soft like that. And then some is so bold, like this Cajun, which matches the stamps. Matches some of the stamp, but look at the color difference. I initially wanted to use these two together, but I ended up going with the soft look and lots of soft succulent. Interesting. It just has movement. This with the ovals in there and then the lines here. There you go. That's the same one there. I think we got them all. Yep. Here's the one we used. So, yeah, from very soft to very bold. It's a really pretty set, and this is called Delicate Desert. So when you can order from the mini catalog, I think it's in January, beginning of January, you will want to make sure you look for that. And it's January 5th when, as a customer, you can start purchasing from there. Ta-da! So there we go. That's my card for the day. That's one of the cards my Hostess Club ladies will be making also. So let me turn the camera around. Hello, Linda. Here we go. Turn it around. All right. Ooh. One part went hard and one part I'm having trouble moving. I don't know what's going on. So, little note for people who were watching, Kat had her cone taken off today because she was healed up. So she's a fast healer. Takes after her mom. She's a fast healer, and now she's so happy not to have a cone on her head. It's been 3 weeks. So, all right, y'all take care. I will see you back on Tuesday for Talking on Tuesday at 2, and have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.